Michael here. Let's draw this funny and somewhat confused cartoon bear. Start your bear with a large circle for the body and a smaller circle for the head, and let that overlap the body, about 1/3 of the circle there, and then some small circles for ears. And you can see, just draw those circles loosely. Now let's figure out where the ground is, and we're going to draw some half circles or humps here for the feet. All right. And just keep working those until they feel right. Now I'm feeling like that body needs to be a little bigger, so I'm going to make a correction there. That's better. All right, now let's draw some paws. Just draw some circles there and put some little arms coming from those circles. All right, next let's do a nose. Do that right there where the two circles cross. And get a triangular nose. And then we got to do some little circles for eyes. Lots and lots of circles in this bear. And now some smaller circles for the pupils. Put them kind of close together, make him a little bit cross-eyed. And now a little bit down for the mouth there and give him a sort of puzzled look. But a puzzled, happy look. So now let's take our marker and we'll go ahead and outline just a little hump over the ear there and then come around the side of the face. Now should we cross over? Yeah, let's go ahead and go right around the bottom of the face there. Come in on the other ear. Across the top and around this side. Go ahead and position your hand in a way that helps you make the curve. Let's carefully do the inside of the ears with small half circles. And now the eyes. There we go. Let's go ahead and do this triangle nose. Great. Now we'll go ahead and just refine that a bit. And we'll cut in a little highlight right there. Just leave that little white piece. That's the light shining off the nose. And now for the pupils. And we'll just shade the bottom half of these, leaving a little white dot. Go ahead and draw in the mouth. And looks like that head is just about done. So let's move on to the hands, or paws, if you will. Just simply follow the lines. And we'll draw some little claws on there, which are also just little circles. And I'm going to close that one there. That looks better. Alright, sweep around the side of the body. Sweep around the other side. Now let's go ahead and work on the feet. I'm going to draw the toes in for the bear, the clawed toes. And again, those are just little circles, and these other ones are sort of tucked alongside the center ones. And now we'll just work in that curve there. And on the other foot, go ahead and close that up, connect that down there. Alright, he's coming along real nicely. Let's give him some grass to be sitting in. A couple little dots for just little pieces of dirt and grass, and a little bit of shadow underneath. Do a little scribble shadow, a couple of specks here and there. Now he's got a place to sit. And it looks like he needs to be holding something, so what should we do about that? Let's give him a little fish to hold. Maybe he's confused because he doesn't know what to do with it. The fish is just a little football shape, and then we're going to work out a tail on that little fish. So let's draw a little curve out this way, a little curve out that way, and then a curve between. It's kind of like a little moon attached to a football, and a little eye and a little mouth. There, he's got a little fish. Alright, let's find some crayons and we will color this guy. Well, before we do that, we better erase our pencil lines. We're using the kneaded eraser, which picks up all the pencil lines very well. And that's a soft, gummy eraser that you can get at the hobby stores. Alright, how about a little brown right in here? Make little swirly lines. We'll just go ahead and shade in his body with this medium brown. You can use any brown you have. You can do some really great coloring with crayons. Come up on the upper part of the body here and a little darker underneath these paws. That creates a little bit of a shadow there, and a little bit of shadow underneath the fish. A little shadow underneath the other paw, a little shadow under the neck, under the head there. And let's shade the lower side of these paws. Now we'll shade in his feet. And his other foot. And now for his face. Just go ahead and fill in some brown there. Go ahead and let that be a little darker towards the bottom part of the face. A little lighter on the top. And we'll just do the lower parts of the ears. Now, let's get another brown, and I'm trying to find the right one here, and we'll blend that in with the brown that we have, and that will give him 2 shades of brown, which will just make him look much more interesting. I'll just blend that right in there. And you see how nice that starts to look? We get the darker brown and the lighter brown mixing together. Use that to darken there along the bottom edge of the body. Fill in some of that white on the ears. But it's okay to leave a little white, like the sun is hitting there, little highlight spots on his body. That's okay. Alright, what next? Okay, let's color this fish. We'll use some blue. There, that's great. Okay. Now, what do we do next? Those little claws need to be shaded in. I've got a black here, and again, I'm leaving a little bit of a highlight. So just coloring up from the bottom and leaving the top just a little bit. There we go. Now let's take some of this blue and we will work some swirly shading here to give some sky. Just making little circles. A little bit of back and forth here and there, mixed in with little circles. And we keep working our way around the bear. Just kind of cut that edge and then come in with little swirly circles again. Now doesn't that look nice? He's got a nice little blue sky glow around him. Helps him to stand off from the page, and he's got a little world, little environment to be in. So you want to do the swirls a little bit lighter as you get further away from the bear. Just let that fade out. All right, there we go. Make a nice curve there. Now I see that I forgot to shade that toe. I'm going to fix that up, and then I'm going to come in with some green, and that's a very, very yellow green. So I'm just going to quickly hit all this with that yellow green, get a base color down, and then I'm going to come back with a darker green and shade in right around the bear as if there's a shadow there, and a little bit of shading right there. And now we're going to take this and just squiggle around a bit and do some up and down strokes that look like grass. Squiggles and scribbles. There we go. A little bit more down there. Well, our bear is just about done. I think it's time to go ahead and sign this. I hope you enjoyed watching this lesson, and I hope you enjoyed drawing your cartoon bear. And if you want to make him happy, great. Or if you want to make him kind of goofy and confused, great. Please check out our other lessons and comment on this one and subscribe to our channel. Have a great day.